Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. Orpheus and his army are here in Balmorian Ruins, where one of Rashidi's students, Saradin, was apparently kind of venerated in this area by statues. He apparently had some good philosophical teachings, and the people took them to heart. And they honored him by making a bunch of statues of him. I was a master sculptor, Balkus, who lived here, and he made all the statues. Unfortunately, Balkus passed away in the war 25 years ago, but his statues are still on display at all the different towns and cities in this area, cities, temples. So, it sounds like Saradin, despite being one of Rashidi's apprentices, didn't turn to evil like Kapella did, who was another one of Rashidi's apprentices who we met back in the Pogrom Forest. So he was using the ghosts in there to selling souls, making pacts with the underworld to try to bring up monsters to fight for the Empire. So we have quite a fight against the Empire here in this area. Looks like most of it's taking place over on the mountains to the right here. On the east, we got a few more units popping up from the top there, so luckily this unit is holding its own pretty well, so it helps that it has that nice shaman in there. So a few of our other units we had to retreat back, but hopefully they'll healed up and we can send them off to the over to the west, because the enemy units come from over there as well. So yeah, those are we got a few units there, so just check out things. Okay, that one's ready to go, so send it up here to help reinforce. We don't want to, it'd be nice to be able to take that city up there by the mountains, but we're not really prepared to do that yet. We gotta take down a few more of these units. If there's too many units, we won't be able to hold our positions, so we'll just stick where we're at. So there's that Beastman unit there is moving pretty fast. That might be one of the undead units. There is an undead unit group in here. Beastman with 4 skeletons. So there it is right there. Yeah, so we gotta make sure that is encountered by one of our cleric or shaman holding units. And the princess could also take it out too with her spell. And we have a mermaid unit on the land. And yeah, that's weird because I'm looking at the different mermaid units, and they're built very similar to Porcius's unit, led by Nixie, 2 mermaids in the back, but instead of 2 mermaids in the front, it has 2 Nixies in the front. So enemy units in this area vary between levels 12 through 14, with those undead being 15, the highest leveled. So whenever you want to make sure your tactics are on anything but strong, and your cleric will target the undead with her healing spell. And there we go. Nice level up for everybody. We'll have to check our octopi then. I'm gonna try to see if that can gain a level, if that can promote soon. Octopi promote at level 12, as long as they have a line between 55 and 100. Other beasts that we want to promote will be the Cerebus at level 13, as long as their alignment is below 60. We want to try to promote them. Let's see, witch is in the front row. Well, we saw Deneb in the front row as a witch, but we won't put any of our witches in the front row. Much better in the back row doing that crowd control. And they really crowd controlled this unit so far. So yeah, we won, but we basically did no damage to that unit, so but That's so weird with that mermaid unit hanging out there. So, it must have snuck around up top there and come down that little river there. So, I don't know why it did that, but that's okay. We'll be happy to fight it on unfavorable terrain to it. So, now this is a little bit unfavorable to us right now. All our lycanthropes are in their humanoid forms, so they're only going to get one attack and take more damage from things. And that's especially bad because they're weak to white magic, and that the shaman in the middle there, her attack is white elemental. At nighttime, this unit would probably tear through this unit, because with all the hits, we have 8 front row attacks, and especially if they're boosted by the fairy or the sylph, who has that two kisses. Kisses add a little bit of a multiplier to the attack equation. Let's fight this Nixie unit here. One good thing about mermaids is they're a light character, which means that they can easily have their movement type switched or taken over by a different character. So, like, you can have all these mermaids being led by Beastman, and they get the Planeswalk movement type, because he has a higher move priority. So usually heavier classes tend to take over the movement, or tend to give the unit that they're in that movement rate. Which is why most of the time you'll notice that your units will have the movement rate of a beast if they have a beast in them, because beasts are always they're large units, so they take up 2 slots. And that's basically the biggest disadvantage of dragons, especially the highest level dragons, because a lot of times they have really weird movement rates. The red dragons have the best at mountains, a lot of mountains, but the good alignment dragons, the gold, platinum, silver, gold and platinum will get snow, and there's not a lot of snow until the end of the game, and the most evil dragon gets swamp, which is even rarer than the snow. So, but the second to last black dragon has plains, so that can be okay. In fact, most people consider the penultimate dragon, the Tiamat, to be better than the final upgrade to the dragon, the zombie dragon, because that one you need to use one of the undead rings on, and most people prefer to use the undead rings on sorcerers, because you turn your sorcerer into a lich, and then they get those 3 back row attacks, which combine that with, say, a princess, get 4 back row attacks. It can pretty much rip through most enemy units in the game. So, Beastman to the back there. Get a little bit of cover, as long as you keep fighting that witch unit. Mermaids, though, since they can attack single target from the back row, and the Nixie in the back row has hit all attack. Want to make sure that weakened flying unit doesn't go after the mermaid unit. Shift our forces a little bit here. And unfortunately, all their forces are retreating. Let's push over here. This is another avenue with the group can come down through the water, the mountains, and the left side of the road there. Left side of the map on that road. Can we... That, thought they would go to that city for healing, but that, unit has some weird AI. Looks like it's gonna back up and probably come down the center river again. Now, which probably is going up to that other city. That's why I'm sending that mermaid unit up there with the octopus. We won't necessarily have to take that city, but we can kind of hang out near the edge of the city, and while we're still in the water, and then we can have them, this unit fight in the water, but still guard the city. And then if things get a little too hectic, then of course we can, I guess, risk taking over the city to heal up. But the problem with that is, if we spread ourselves too thin, when then we run the option of, or the chance of having that city lost to the Empire, and trying to build up our reputation back. And looking at our reputation meter, yeah, we're definitely above 50. We're probably like around like 55 or so, just barely above the threshold that we need. Remember, we need a reputation of 50 in order to get the next special character, which is available in this map. But we have to do a little bit of a side quest to get that character, so it's not just like popping into a town and getting it like how we did with Lands, our first special character we got way back in the Castle of Warren, that first little intro map. Well, didn't leave that Griffin with 1 hit point, but did leave 2. Take our octopus, see if he can take out this Raven man, this Eagle man here. Woohoo! Didn't want another unit retreating. So, oh, nice. Got another one of those evil samurai units, but we don't have to worry about. It shouldn't be too bad dealing with it with the group that we got here. The main problem with that samurai unit was last time we fought it, we ended up fighting it. We confronted it with the Sylph unit. And remember, the Sylphs are very, very fragile, have really low physical defense, and they can be targeted by the Samurai's back row attack, which will do a lot of damage. And with 2 of them, well, if they both connect, then goodbye, Miss Sylph. But you see how much damage that attack did just to the knight, and knights, you know, are pretty physical classes. I mean, they have, you know, big armor, you have a decent strength growth. So luckily I mainly use that star card just to avoid that golem. Remember, golems have pretty low agility, so it's gonna be pretty easy to dodge their attacks. So just to add a little bit of a help to it, I added that star card, which increased the knight's agility, made it easier for the knight to dodge. Probably if I didn't use that first attack the golem used might actually hit the knight, and we would have lost him. But we were saved. Now other similarly built water unit will come up there. So, well, I was gonna have that unit retreat, but they should be able to fight that witch unit. That witch unit doesn't have a lot of good offensive capabilities to it. The witches and the shaman in the front, so that's 6 front row attacks. But the witches, they're an intelligence build, so they won't hit very hard. So by fighting that unit, I should be able to heal up that knight unit there without having to send them all the way back to a city or temple to heal. They'll heal up in battle. And this is not going good, this battle here. Yeah, I didn't think we'd win. They were fighting, we're fighting them on the terrain they like. And Pumpkinhead, unfortunately, wasn't, well, Halloween. He's the upgraded Pumpkinhead. Didn't get off any of his, didn't hit with any of his attacks. That would have really, really helped, because Halloweens are really, really good when you meet a strong unit, one that hasn't been in combat yet, because when the Halloween hits, it takes off 50% of the character's hit points that it hits. So if you set your tactics to strong, you know, you'll deal a lot of damage. So, oh, Dork. All right, we got the extra attack here. I was gonna say, oh man, we're not gonna be able to beat this golem, because I only thought we had the ninja attack, but then I realized, hey, the princess gives that extra attack. So, woohoo! One advantage of the princess. If she was not the unit leader, we wouldn't have got that, but well, that unit should be okay. Like I said, now it's going to turn the lycanthropes are going to turn into their beast forms, so they should be able to hold that city over there. So I'm not going to be too scared to have them fly out there and kind of stand on their own. We'll move Orpheus up a little bit, so as you can see, the battle lines have clearly shifted over to the east here. Let's hope our Halloween does a little better in this battle. Woohoo! It got charmed and immediately woken up. Nice. Unfortunately, like I said, because we're fighting on their favored terrain, they're getting a little bit of their combat bonus. So, yeah, our Halloween ain't going to be able to have a harder time hitting, and now it won't be able to hit at all because he's been stunned. And the Cerebus there have used both of their attacks, so they won't be able to wake that Halloween up like they did with our Hound there. We'll have to eventually check him out and see if he's close to doing the promotion. So, and we'll zoom out, always making sure that we're checking our map, making sure that nobody's sneaking around us. So luckily that, hey, that samurai unit looks like it went in there, got a new golem, but instantly retreated out. So that's nice. Sometimes units will just, guess they figured they had enough hit points to keep their advancement. Sometimes units will just sit on a city and heal up. So, man, come on, Halloween, we're paying you. I don't think the Halloweens actually cost that much to deploy. They actually make pretty good front row tanks. They have decent resistances to most things. So if you give them a good piece of defensive equipment, that boosts them even more. So they can make some pretty good tanks. Eventually, once they get some more hit points, I'll probably end up moving them to the front row to kind of help tank. But we get them at such a low level that they're not ready to be tanks yet. So I guess that's one, speaking of low hit points, that's one bad thing about the princesses. They have really bad hit point growth, so. And I misspoke, I thought we took out the golem, but we took out their samurai in the front row. So, but either way, they end up getting another front row unit. But hopefully we can take this one out here. We got another swing with our samurai, slash, I mean, and the octopi should have 2 more attacks. So, woohoo! Got rid of him. Samurai probably is a long way from leveling up. To become a samurai master, has to be level 15. So most of our units are around 11-ish, 12-ish range. Our units will tend to be most likely similar to the enemy units. Now we're going a little bit out of order here, so our units might be a little bit weaker than the units here. If we went to the Valley of Castro, we'd be looking at more level 12 units, as opposed to, 13 units here, but we wanted to get this character first, because doing this map first allows us to have another map to build up our reputation. And the special character here, like I said, only gets, you only need 50 reputation to recruit him, where we need 65 plus to recruit the special character in the Valley of Castro. So, but that will be our next map that we go to. The Caleb Peninsula is probably the easiest of the maps to go to, but like I said, we're holding that one off because get that special dialogue that we need to get. So by the time we actually end up doing that one, yeah, we'll be really overpowered. Be able to just curb stomp the enemies. So, but that's what we'll have. Hopefully by that time, like I said, it's really far in the future. Hopefully by that time, we'll have all our characters promoted to their final end class, so it wouldn't matter if they lose a lot of alignment or charisma from, you know, beating up on weak enemies. So, hey, we push this Beastman Saradin unit off to the plains, so that will hopefully give us a little bit of combat advantage. And we are really moving up here, pulling out the so one thing that may be helping out is by sending all the units close to the enemy base, we're pulling a lot of them over to the east rather than heading normally where they'd be headed south or down the southeast. Rashidi's apprentice Albeleo is ruler here. I've heard that Albeleo is a wizard who is over 100 years old, but he looks like a teenager at worst. I wonder how he does that. Evil magic. And I think, looking back, I think our reputation might have dropped a little bit. Because we kind of had an evil unit there, liberate that city. So, but it probably just, if it did drop, I thought I saw a quick change in the reputation there. If it did drop, it wasn't all that big of a drop. We'll make it up, so. Like I said, we'll get some reputation when we finish this area, and we'll also get some reputation as we continue to clear out the area, the cities and temples, because we'll get 5 a bonus to our reputation when we recruit the special character, and then also for liberating this entire area. So we're looking at basically almost a 10-point bonus to our reputation, just for clearing this map. So we just have to make up like 5 points, and we should be able to do that easily with just cities and temples we liberate. Well, hey, the plan worked out. We healed up our knight who was hurting there by fighting that weak witch unit. Weak is in that it is not very, offensively powerful. We're gonna have to be careful that, we have to fly that one flying unit over there. Maybe Orpheus can handle it, that weakened thing. Oh, Sun card. That'll help out most of our units, not the Lycanthrope unit. Do you see the entrance of the statue at the entrance to our town? It's of Saradin. It's our way of thanking him. I think a lot of other towns will say that, so I'll, read that when it pops up again. You will notice that a lot of the towns here, they will have statues of Saradin in front of them, which could make something a little bit tricky later on. But don't worry, I'll help you through it. So this is the first time I think we're seeing this unit here. So Red Dragon. From the back row, they can hit anybody with fire attack. And this unit should be a mountain unit as well, because the Red Dragon has a mountain unit terrain type. But that Pumpkinhead Halloween there did some good damage, took the dragon halfway down. So, like I said, the Pumpkinheads and the Halloween's really good against units that haven't been hurt. Obviously, as they as you fight weaker units, they're doing less damage because their attacks are only percentage based. So, but they're good for weakening up bosses. So, all right. Let's see what we got here. Well, these are Devil might be a decent card, but well, we'll hold off. We'll probably have to want to use some cards eventually, because we have a lot of cities and stuff to liberate, and obviously we're going to draw tarot cards when we liberate those cities. So here's one card we can use right now. Empress, heal us up 100%. And of course, we probably wouldn't have needed it because the cleric would have healed our samurai right there anyway. But better safe than sorry. So keep it on weak. Hopefully we can take out another one of these mermaids with our octopus. And we did! Woohoo! Nice level up there for 3 of our 4ths of our characters. So we're just gonna keep pressing forward, pushing the advance. And there's our lycanthropes. They're unfortunately taking a hurt because, well, one of our lycanthrope units. The other one is the princess on the other side. They won't take it as bad because the princess gives at least them an extra attack. But they still have their weakened resistances. And we just weakened this unit by taking out that knight. There's 2 less attacks we have to deal with. Dragon's still a problem, though. So thankfully, though, the dragon went after our cleric. Don't want him going after our weakened leader, our happy beastmaster there. He promotes into a beastmaster, he gets a tan. He's like kind of really pale when he's a beast man. I guess he's spending too much time out in the sun with his animals. I usually use this time when I'm recording video to pet my one animal, Pops, my little rat Pops. He's my sole remaining little rat right now. I'll have to wait to get more later, adopt some more. There's always rats available for adoption. A lot of people want to adopt rats, but I like them, but I have to go up and see my parents. Haven't seen them in forever, so they're not fans of rats, so I can't go up there while I have rats. So I started this year with a bunch of old ones, so that's like basically the perfect time. You know, let the group pass, and then once they pass, then I can visit my parents and then come back and get some more kids, little fur babies. Although my one that I have here, Pops, he's not a fur baby because he has whatchamacallit, he has no fur. He's a hairless, which means he has a double Rex gene. If they have one Rex gene, the rat will have curly hair. If they have no Rex genes, they have just the straight, like, silky hair. And if they have the double Rex, then they basically lose all their hair. So, Mr. Pops, he's a double Rex. But he's really smooth feeling, so he has really nice skin. But that's because you have to put, like, coconut oil on him every so often. Keep his skin lubricated and smooth. So, he's a good boy, Pops. He's a very skittish rat, though. Always been skittish. But who knows? That might have been just from his previous owner. So he's a rehome with me. So he's a good boy. Unfortunately, the 2 brothers he came with, they've passed on. Pops was named. It was Pops, Terry, and Dutch. They were all named after Gold Squadron from Star Wars, A New Hope. They were the Y-Wing pilots. Terry was the first one shot down, and then Dutch was the gold leader, and Pops was the guy who had the chin strap unstrapped on his helmet. He was the one who came out and told Red Leader that to watch out because the TIE fighters dropped from behind. Basically let him know that instead of the remainder of the rebel plan to have just one ship go in front and have the 2 wingmen fall back to hold off the TIE fighters while the front ship made the shot. And unfortunately our little worm there, our biggest damage dealer, was stunned. But hey, the Beastmaster woke him up. Let's see if we can finish off this Saradin here. Nope, very close. But we have a whole bunch of units stationed up there, so even this guy, he's retreating, he'll definitely run into one of those 4 units that we have stationed up there. But looks like they're going to have a lot of combat coming up in the next episode, so take care, have a good one, thanks for following along, bye!